What's going on, guys? I'm Manus Foy, and welcome to Joe's Beer Club. So this week we're going to be trying the classic IPA style, the India Pale Ale. This gets its name from when sailors from Britain made their way over to India. They used to fill the beer and the barrels up full of hops to preserve the beer. What I'm expecting from this style is a lot of pine, a lot of citrus notes, a lot of clarity and refined beer, as opposed to the New England IPAs that we tried in episode 1. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about this and show you guys through it. So first up this week, we have Jaipur from Thornbridge in the north of England. These guys are not only a household name, but a pioneer of the craft beer game in the UK. In 2005, they flew in a ton of American hops and loaded their beers full of it, creating the first real craft India Pale Ale. So straight away we can see with the colour it's pale, like an IPA should be. The nose isn't as floral as most IPAs would be. Wow, it's truly a classic beer. Lots of fruit at the start, but real bitterness, real piney bitterness in the back notes. A very, very classic style from a classic brewery. So our next beer this week is Scraggy Bay from Kinnegar Brewing in Donegal. These guys were set up in 2011 by Richard Levert and have since established themselves as a household name throughout Ireland. Scraggy Bay is part of their core range and is their #1 selling IPA. So it's not as pale as the last one, but still has that classic refined clarity that I'm expecting from all these IPAs. And when the nose is completely different, it doesn't have that sharp bitterness. A lot more peaches, a lot more apricots, and a lot more grapefruit off this one. The same with the palate. Beautiful beer, but way more to the West Coast style of America. It doesn't have that English bitter hops that it did with Jaipur. So our final beer this week is Torpedo from Sierra Nevada Brewing in California. The name Torpedo comes from a device created by the brewers themselves to inject the beer full of dry hops, giving it a more flavorful aroma, a bigger body, without making it too dry or bitter. I can almost smell the caramel malts coming through this beer, and it's a high pine hop content. It's a real piney nose off this one. Wow, fantastic beer. Just packed full of flavour, has lovely caramel notes, lots of toffee notes in there with a pine hop finish. But do be warned, guys, this comes in at 7.2% and it's very, very easy to drink. So you can find yourself in a bad way if you drink too many of these too quick. So guys, just to recap, we've got Jaipur from Thornbridge Brewing that comes in at 5.9%. We have Scraggy Bay from Kinnegar Brewing that comes in at 5.4%. And we have Torpedo IPA from Sierra Nevada that comes in at a big 7.2%. I'd love to take all these home, but I can only pick one winner, and it's got to be Torpedo IPA for me. It's just out there. It's full of pine, it's full of caramel malts, really easy drinking for such a big beer, and I really need to touch on that because it's a 7.2%, guys. So if you're going to buy a can of this, tread lightly, but enjoy, and always Sláinte.